Good afternoon and welcome to Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. I'm Stu Nyman. I'm distracted by some players that are yapping louder than usual here in the cage. I'm here with Andrew Bleckman, and we're pleased to welcome you to this Friday afternoon performance. It's our second matinee for the day, so we sometimes refer to this as Mat 2. Highly creative, I know. We have 9 games for you beginning at noon. In addition to fast and fun highlight action, each of today's games offers win, play, show, quinella, exacta, and trifecta wagering. If these parimutuel terms are new to you, we will explain the majority of them while we announce the program. We also have a pick 3 wager that begins in Game 4, the high-paying High 5 jackpot that begins in Game 3 with its $2,000 guarantee. Got all the way up to over $6,000 just yesterday. And the all-new Mighty Ocho jackpot beginning in Game 1. Online wagering is available at watchandwager.com, or if you're in Connecticut, mywinners.com. But placing bets is not necessary to enjoy all we have in store for you today. We do have a scratch in today's performance. Yes, we do. We have a scratch. A scratch occurs when someone who has been scheduled to play in the performance is unable to play for a medical reason or an injury, and El Barbo is scratched in all his scheduled appearances this afternoon. Once again, El Barba has been scratched in all his scheduled appearances this afternoon. This will be a complete rundown of the scratch of El Barba as it affects this performance in its entirety. There are no scratches in Game 1. In Game 2, Post 4, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with CRB. Game 2, Post 4, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with CRB. Game 3, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Legend. Game 3, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Legend. Game 4, Post 6, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Vuelo. Game 4, Post 6, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Vuelo. Game 5, Post 1, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Game 5, Post 1, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. There are no scratches in Game 6. In Game 7, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Game 7, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Finally, in Game 8, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Anderluck. Game 8, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Anderluck. That is the scratch of El Barba as he affects tonight's performance in its entirety. So with all that in mind, we ask you to make your wagers as early as possible within scheduled post times, then just sit back and relax, because post time for game number 1 is just 7 minutes away. Andrew, how are you?
Doing well. That Game 9 to close it out in that first matinee left a pretty good taste in our mouths. I think we're ready for some more highlight action and hope to get that in some of the earlier games in this afternoon session.
No question about it. Overall, start off weak in the matinee, in the first matinee, but picked up strength throughout the performance, and also had some good discussion.
Yeah,
also definitely had some good, very honest discussion. Folks who are paying attention, which we always appreciate, seem to like the honest narrative that goes with it. So, have high hopes for this evening.
Yes, absolutely.
Or it's not the evening; it's the afternoon.
And before we get into the second matinee twilight performance, whatever you want to call it, let's get a little video that will explain the scoring format for this first 8 games of the performance. Features spectacular 7 scoring, and this video will explain it for you. Take a look.
Spectacular 7 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those two players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 7 points wins the game.
So we're at the halfway point of the playing week here. 3 sessions down, 3 more to go. We got this one this afternoon, tomorrow 4 p.m., and then we close it out with that Sunday 12 noon start. So 3 more sessions halfway through the week here. Who's hot, who's not in week number 8? Well, interesting, Stu. I mean, this is funny. We talked about how Douglas was struggling, but oddly enough, if we were to give away the Golden Cesta today, it would go to Douglas. He just had a great day.
Even when he struggles, he wins the Golden Cesta.
Even when he's struggling, he's winning. So, yes, in the lead, Douglas, he's got 3 wins. No one else with 3 wins this week. A couple of guys with 2 wins, including a surprise name there. Osier's picked up 2. You got Cool Fitness with 2 wins. He's having a really good week, coming off of a foot injury, mind you, so missed the latter part of last week. So a really strong comeback for him. There's Ikeda, always seems to be in the mix for that Golden Cesta. He's got 2 wins this week and one of the more consistent guys on the roster in terms of his win disparity. You know, some guys get a lot one week and then maybe have an off week, but Ikeda been really consistent there, so another 2-win week for him. You got Carballo, 2 wins to go along with 2 places and 3 shows. He's in the money in just over 75% of his games. And also, I mean, been playing tremendously well in those doubles games with his partner Juice, but we'll get to those when we get to game number 3, that first doubles game of the day. And the last guy with 2 wins, Ron playing very well. I would say probably his first week at it, you know, at least 90% health. We maybe not say he's 100% just yet, but 90% Ron is showing what he is capable of here. 2 wins, 3 places, 2 shows, 7 of 9 in the money for him. And just, I mean, really, as we said before, so much different in terms of the power he's getting behind his shots, the way he's moving around the court. I mean, the real turning point there was someone tried to give him a little Dejada, and he actually ran it down and got there. So good sign there that Ron is getting back to 100% health.
And we have 2 minutes till we begin our first game. This is a reminder that El Barba is scratched throughout this afternoon's performance. Scratch begins to take effect in Game 2. Game 1 is scratch-free. Also, if you're playing the Mighty Ocho, got to get those wagers in before the beginning of Game number 1.
Yeah, folks, and with that Mighty Ocho, we'll be forced out in a couple of weeks there. So regardless of, you don't have to get 8 of 8. We've seen that's really difficult. Don't know if anyone's going to get all 8. I think the highest we've gotten is maybe, I think there might have been a 6 out of 8, but I mean certainly there's been a couple 5, a lot of 4 out of 8, and then as low as 2 out of 8. So that pick 8, very difficult to get, but it will be forced out in two Sundays. So that date, I believe, is the 28th of June. It will be forced out. So all the money that's in there, regardless of if someone gets all 8, it will be forced out. So that's going to be keep getting that jackpot up or the carryover up there. And some lucky fan, you may not even have to get that many out of the 8 to take home a nice chunk of what's in that carryover for the Mighty Ocho. And again, that's going to be forced out, as well as the high 5 potentially. June 28th, that would be next Sunday's performance.
We have 1 minute to go. 1 minute till we begin game number 1. So far, I like the warm-up. I like the practice in between the 2 performances, and I absolutely like this warm-up. Catching, throwing, serves are going in, but more importantly, there's a high degree of enthusiasm on the court. I mean, the guys just seem to be pleased to be on the court right now, so that's always good to see.
Yeah, and a lot of good practice in between the sessions, too, and a couple of guys that you don't usually see out there as well, so that was good to see. Expect a really good performance here. We're halfway through the week, so these guys are comfortable. They got their feet under them, so this is the real performance where they're going to shine. Just a prediction.
We are ready to begin our first game. It's a spectacular 7 singles match, play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. This does begin this afternoon's Mighty Ocho. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is Cool Fitness. Receiving in the blue of Post 2 is Juice. Cool Fitness serves. We begin game 1. Ball missed off the serve. Point 1. Cool Fitness first up on the board in this afternoon's first game. This next matchup has Cool Fitness serving to the white shirt of Post 3. Here's Diaz. Cool Fitness goes deep. Robote comes to the 7 line. Hooked by Diaz. Point 1. Cool Fitness on the board with 2 points. Here's the green shirt of Post 4 receiving. CRB. Ball missed on the left side of Cool Fitness, point 4. This matchup has CRB serving to the black shirt of Post 5, Lamonte. Point 4. Yellow shirt of Post 6 receives. Here's Vuelo. Catch by CRB. Nice backhand to the inside. Gonna score. Point 4. CRB with 3 points. Here's Post 7 in the pink shirt, Assier. Nice Robote save by Assier. It scores. Point 7. Here's Post 8. The purple shirt receives. To complete the first round of play, we have Legend. Ball tipped. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points through the end of the game. Point 8. Legend has 3 points, serving to the 3 post, Diaz. Diaz goes to the floor. That's a good effort. Point 8. Possible game point here for Post 8. Legend trying to stop him. Cool Fitness. Robote missed. Point 1. Play continues. One on the board with 4 points. Here's post 5, Lamonte. Point 5. Here's post 6, Vuelo. It's a nice forehand throw by Lamonte. Robote. It's a 2-all. Lands in and scores. Point 6. Vuelo in this matchup serves to CRB. Green at post 4. That's a great catch by Vuelo. Forehand rebote by CRB. Ball tipped. Point 4. Possible game point for CRB, trying to stop him, Asier. Good catch by CRB. He comes back over the top on the forehand. Asier from the 9 line. Sends it back. Forehand rebote played beautifully by CRB and scoring for the win. Point and game. Green shirt up post 4, CRB. 4 wins it, 8 places, 1 shows. Unofficial order finished 4-8-1. Well, I was enthusiastic. Let's not take anything away from the couple good plays that were there. Vuelo had a couple good catches. CRB earned that win, no question about it. And we fortunately managed to keep the ball in the service box, so that was nice.
Yeah, much improved from the game one in the matinee for sure.
But the catching, my God, that
catching was a bit
abysmal.
shaky for sure.
No, abysmal. Moving on. There is always hope for game 2. Game 2, prices. See, I did this. I think I did the same thing in the matinee. It's like I wanted to move on from the first game so quickly that I just blew off the prices. Game 1 prices are official. The money's real, no question about that. And a lot of money up there. Look at that. The $2 quinella 4-8, so that's 4-8 or 8-4, $66.80. Trifecta 4-8-1, so that's first, second, and third place finishing, $825.60. Even the exacta 4-8. So first and second in order, $185.20, and the 4 to win. $2 on 4 to win returns $29.40. Impressive payments. Up next, game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points, points double after the first round of play. El Barba has been scratched throughout this afternoon's performance. That affects game 2, post 4. Scratch El Barba. Replace El Barba with CRB. Post time for game 2 is 5 minutes away. Good luck.
And a couple minutes to game number 2. We've got another one of those videos for you. This one going to explain how exactly you win and lose those matchups here in Jai-Alai. Take a look.
The main rule of Jai-Alai is simple. Players must catch and return the ball in one fluid motion. Sounds easy enough, right? So how do you win? You can win a matchup simply if your opponent overserves, underserves, or serves the ball out of bounds. On the flip side, your opponent wins the matchup if the serve is so good that you fail to catch and return the ball to the front wall. If your opponent fails to catch the ball before it bounces twice on the ground, or if your opponent's cesta makes contact with the ball but doesn't catch it, then, in both of those cases, you win the matchup. You can also win a matchup if the ball bounces around in your opponent's cesta during an attempted catch. This is called juggling, and it's illegal in Jai-Alai. Another way to win a matchup is if your opponent throws the ball and it lands out of bounds on its return from the wall. The overall game strategy for a Jai-Alai player is to make it difficult for an opponent to reach the ball in time or to execute a rebuttal play.
So one positive note to take out of a couple positive notes to take out of game number one, but one thing that I noticed is CRB, the winner of that game, 10th win of the season for him, gets to double digits. Congratulations to him to go along with 14 places and 14 shows. So look, a guy that he's gotten the chances to close it out, but really hasn't taken full advantage of those yet. And one thing I saw on the serve there with CRB, took a couple deep breaths, got into a routine, almost like a free throw routine in basketball. He bounced the ball a couple times, looked confident, took a couple deep breaths, got that serve in. All he got to do is he made one good catch, made a good throw right along that side wall, and it scored. So one for CRB there, good, just something that he's really improved on this season noticeably through these first 8 weeks.
Definitely. CRB joined the program in our second year. He actually he missed by literally maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The way that it worked was, so we had the group of players that we first started off with in year one, not all of whom made it into year two. But there did become a point, since they were learning from scratch, that they were all of varying steps away from one another in terms of skill. To have brought someone in, even with guys who were just starting, to have brought someone in at his, which would have been 4 months into it, with only 2 months of practice before you begin. And to begin a Jai-Alai program in 6 months is, the word psychotic comes to mind, but I don't want to cast any aspersions. It's just crazy. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. But we did it in the first year. Was a bag. There was some exciting stuff in the first year. There's no question about it. And Magic City Hustle, I mean, no one can tell the story better than Magic City Hustle. Yeah. And it's worth the $5. $5, you own it forever. So that tells the story well. But so he just missed it by like 3 weeks. He got there a little bit too late and was gung-ho and wanted to come in the second year and came to the tryout and was very enthusiastic about it and has a good athletic background. So he came in, but he is 1.5. I would say he's progressing about at 1.5 times where other players have been progressing. Yeah,
and you talked about his background, played wide receiver, University of Miami and Virginia Union as well there. So CRB, very athletic guy as a receiver. You can see those skills kind of translate there. He catches really well, looks really smooth out there. So good to see him get back in the win column. And that's an interesting story you brought up about him. I didn't realize he was so close to making it that first year.
He was almost your first year.
So he was trained. I mean, he was training with some of those guys?
No, not the first year. No, we made him wait to come back and start in January of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but I literally remember him standing there when the other guys were going on the court, like, is it too late? Is it too late? Is it too late? And it's like, well, it is too late, but who knows? Because no one's ever done this before. But right. No, we did establish a cutoff, and he didn't make it. But certainly made up for that. Yeah, no, CRB, one of the most determined guys out here, takes his training very seriously, and he came back very committed in Season 2, and that earned him win number 10. So we'll see if he can close out a couple more games there and continually raise that total as the season progresses. Reminder to scratch. El Barba scratched in all his scheduled appearances today. That affects Game 2, Post 4. Scratch El Barba. Replace El Barba with CRB. And that brings us to post time. We are ready to begin Game 2, a spectacular 7 singles match. Played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of Post 1 is number 37, Tennessee. Receiving in the blue of Post 2 is number 24, Cool Fitness. Tennessee serves. Game 2 begins. Ball takes a nice bounce. Tennessee's on it. Catch by Tennessee. Cool Fitness on the left side makes a good catch. Nice backhand. Ball taken in the air by Tennessee. Clip the side wall. Cool Fitness has it. Tennessee from the 12 line. Ball tipped. Point one. Tennessee's first up on the board in our second game. This matchup has Tennessee serving to the white shirt of post 3, Legend. Ball tipped. Point 3. In this matchup, Legend will serve to the green shirt of post 4, substituting for El Barba, CRB. Point 3. Black shirt of post 5 receives. Here's Diaz. It's a nice backhand by Diaz. He passes Legend. Legend on the forehand, Robote. Here's Diaz from the 9 line. Scoop by Legend. Hard throw, Robote coming out. Robote, beautiful Robote by Diaz. Legend was chasing it down, missed it. Point 5. Here is the yellow shirt of post 6, Ben. Ben from the 13 line on the forehand. Point 6. Here's post 7, Vuelo. Pink shirt. Ben from the left side. Vuelo moves up, makes the catch. There's the backhand. Robote dead center, middle of the court. Big bounce 2-all. Stopped on the forehand of Vuelo. Ben, good pickup at the 11 line. Here's Vuelo. Mid-court Robote again. Ben goes to the floor to make the save. Here's Vuelo. Ben makes the catch. Lower to the inside. He had to take that one in the air. Point 6. Ben has 2 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive in the purple shirt of post 8 is Jedin. Nice backhand throw by Jedin. Robote left side by Ben. Perfectly placed inside. Jedin's there. Robote left side by Ben. Jedin moves up on it. Makes the catch. Ben shuffling, but made that catch. Put it just above the pad. That's great effort there by Ben. Point 6. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round, Cool Fitness. Underserve. Point 2. Here's post 1, Tennessee. Tennessee from the 10 line. Ball taken on the quick bounce from the forehand. Powerful backhand by Tennessee. Forehand rebote, played down low. Tennessee moves up, makes the catch. There's the backhand. It goes deep, out to the rebote. Had to take that one in the air. It was going to land in. Point one.
You got a bad ankle, man? Yeah.
One is on the board with 3 points. Here's post 4, CRB. Ball tipped. Point 4. 4 with 2 points. Here's post 3, Legend. Point 3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 5. Diaz. Great catch by Diaz off a good serve by Legend. That ball's going out. Point 5. Diaz with 3 points. Here's post 7 receiving. This matchup has Diaz serving to Vuelo. Vuelo, powerful backhand. Rebote comes to the 8 line. Diaz is there. Just hit the pad. Point 7. Receiving, purple shirt of post 8, Jedin. That's a nice rebote turn by Vuelo. Good catch on the forehand of Vuelo. Jedin with the tip ball at the 7 line. Point 7. 7 with 4 points. Here's post 6, Ben.
That's holding. If I can count 3 seconds before you smack it, that's holding. Yes.
Time to serve, Ben. Ben, it's time to serve. Here's post 2, Cool Fitness. Point 2. 2 on the board with 4 points. Here's post 1, Tennessee. Catch by Tennessee. Point 2. Possible game point for the blue shirt at post 2. Cool Fitness. Trying to stop him, post 4, CRB. Nice backhand. Robote is going to fall short. Good effort, though. Point 4. 4 with 4 points. In this matchup, CRB serves to the returning legend.
Tripping.
Point 4. Possible game point here for green shirt at post 4, CRB trying to stop him, Diaz. Catch by CRB mid-court. Here's Diaz. Catch by CRB midcourt again. Karam does not cut out, but it does score. Point in game, green shirt at post 4, CRB. 2 places, 6 shows, unofficial order, finish 4, 2, 6. Results are official from game number 2. Coming in first, post 4, CRB. He was substituting for El Barba. Taking second, post 2, Cool Fitness. Coming in third, post 6, Ben. And we'll have your prices up here in just a moment. I forgot the movie line, but, you know, I put my fingers in my collar and said, getting a little tense around here.
That was good. Look. Out of those guys, I mean, Vuelo, one of the most fiery, competitive guys on the roster. Ben, been looking for a win for a while there, but if you look, the nature of the argument there, they were smiling back and forth as they were going, bickering back and forth. But look, just how sometimes in the chat, you're impassioned about your opinion and you want to defend it. Both Vuelo and Ben obviously thought they were right. Two guys that, they think they're right, obviously, a lot of the time. And,
I have as much interest as seeing a opinion on the court or an opinion expressed on the court as I do seeing a bad lab result.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll leave the opinions to the fans in the chat.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why this glass wall, interesting concept. Have I seen stuff like this for years in Jai-Alai? Absolutely. Behind a wall that no one could see through. Here, we're completely transparent, literally and figuratively. Moving on.
That was I was going to say, that was the best one we've come up with.
There are your prices. The $2 Quinella 2-4. That's 2-4-4-2. 62-60. Trifecta 4-2-6. 6-22-40. The trifecta first, second, and third place finishing. Up next, the first of our 3 doubles games this late afternoon. Game 3, post 8. Scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Legend. Game 3, post 8. Scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Legend. Post time for Game 3 is 7 minutes away. Red runs up, saves it. Reverse. That's an excellent 2-wall rebote thrown by Cool Fitness. Diaz with the catch. Another 2-wall scores for the win. Beautiful 2-wall thrown by Douglas to
what
score.
a finisher.
Rebote thrown by Ben. Carballo's there, winds up another one. Costado, 2-wall's gonna score. Here's Ben. Scoop by Douglas. Costado by Douglas. 2-wall will score for the win.
Snatching up Carballo. Plays outside. That one hits Ben. That one will hit.
Wow.
And score.
Karam by Jet, stopped by Brackley. Brackley for the 3-wall play. Rebote's going to the outside. Jet's there. Returns a 2-wall to score.
Rebote out, nice save. Anderluck out of the air, fires this one high off the back wall again. Another Rebote save going to the ground with one hand. That one will score.
Soft 2-wall. Fitness read it, caught it, returned it. 3-wall play coming way out. Juice is there.
Wow.
Juice got a 2-wall Rebote that scored.
Oh, man.
Wow. Karen, stopped by Diaz. On the fly, he threw a 2-wall Rebote.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
So, first doubles game of the day, game number 3, and we'll update you on the standings for this first doubles tournament, all part of the Championship Doubles Series here at Magic City Jai-Alai. So the doubles season is split up into 3 different tournaments. You stay with the same partner throughout this first tournament. And the standings for tournament number 1 here, you got Douglas and Lamonti in the lead. They have 28 points. And just to clarify, we keep the same doubles partners here. That's one of the things we do differently with our doubles here at Magic City. So Douglas and Lamonti been playing together. They've captured 28 wins. They have an 8-game lead over the team of Tennessee and Bueno, who are in second at 20 wins. And then coming up, rising from the ashes, if you will, that team of Carballo and Juice. As we've said, they started the week there at 12 wins. They have rattled off 5 victories in 9 games. They're in the money in 8 of their 9 appearances in doubles this week. And now they're just 3 outside, as you said, 3 games outside of second place. So that race for second place getting awfully tight here with a total of, do a little quick math here. I think we have just under 20, about 25 doubles games left. So right around there, 24 doubles games, I think it is. So running out of time if you want to make your move. And that team of Carballo and Juice doing just that to begin week number 7. Rattled off, we said, 5 victories, cut that lead down to 3.
And we have less than a minute to go till we begin Game 3, the first of the 3 doubles games today. There's that scratch, Game 3, that pesky scratch. Game 3, post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Legend. Game 3, post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Legend. Then after this game, how about we have a talk about holding?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we should probably have a talk about holding.
Yep.
Just the whole philosophy behind it. I'm even going to tell you about Billy and Ramon II in Milford when they went from Miami to Milford. 2 late game players from Miami go to Milford with a different style of play, and the judges in Milford blow the whistle every time they throw the ball.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, that's back to the summer of '85, I think that was. Yes, and we'll talk about the whole holding equation. We're ready to begin game number 3, a spectacular 7. Doubles match. Play to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. The first of our 3 doubles games. This begins the high five jackpot, or will provide the first number for the high five jackpot. Serving in the red shirts, post 1, we have Juice and Carballo. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Diaz and Anderluck. Juice serves. We begin. Point 1. Receiving, white shirts of post 3, Lamonte and Douglas. Point 1. One serving to the green shirts of post 4, Bueno and Tennessee. Tennessee moved up on it. Blasts it back. Carballo's there. Bueno makes the catch. Rebote by Carballo. Good catch by Bueno. Karen by Bueno. Juice got it. Returns it hard. Tennessee switched from the left to the right and still made the catch. Here's Carballo. Carballo from the forehand at the 10 line. Over the top. Bueno was going in. Tough for Bote, coming straight down at the sidewall. Point 1. One has 3 points in this matchup. Juice will serve to the black shirts of post 5. CRB and Vuelo. Karam does not open up. Carballo's got it on the forehand. Vuelo makes a good catch. Juggling on that catch. Ball bobbled inside of the cesta. Ball has to be caught and stopped. Point 1. Along with 4 points, here are the yellow shirts of post 6, Asier and Kubala. Rebote saved by Asier. That was nice. Here's Carballo. Carballo throws it hard. Kubala catches it in the air. Throws a half carom. Carballo makes the catch. Asier gets out of the way in time, and it scores point 1. One with 5 points. Here's post 7, Jedin and Cool Fitness in the pink shirts. Catch by Jedin. Rebote coming out. Rebote thrown off the court. Point 1. Straight points to a possible game point here for the red shirts of post 1, Juice and Carballo trying to stop them. Post 8. Legend who substitutes for El Barba and Ben. Underserve. The dreaded underserve. That was a nice 6 straight points for the one post. Point goes to the 8 play in our third game continues. Here's post 2, blue shirts, Diaz and Anderluck. Catch by Legend at the 13 line. Picata by Anderluck. Gets it over the front quarter. Back quarter brings it down. Anderluck again. Another Picata. Big, big bounce. Goes straight up. Legend brings it down. Legend hangs in there, makes a nice rebote. Here's Anderluck. Catch by Legend. There's a rebote. Thrown right to the forehand of Ben. And Ben plays the Dejada to score. That is a well-played point by Ben and Legend and Anderluck. Point 8. Post 3 receives the white shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. Up, up, and away. That's the overhead screen. Out of play, point 3. Three with 2 points. Here's post 4, the green shirts, Bueno and Tennessee. Catch by Douglas. There's a hard throw. Keeps it away from Tennessee. Rebote to Bueno. 2-all rebote off the court, point 3. 3 with 4 points. Here's post 5, the black shirts, CRB and Vuelo. Rebote played nicely by Douglas. Good catch by CRB. Miscommunication there on the rebote. Point goes to the 5. Yellow shirts at post 6 receive. Asier and Kubala. Scoop attempt missed. Point 5. 5 serves, post 7. Returning now in this matchup, we have CRB serving to Jedden and Cool Fitness. Good catch by CRB. Looked like a good catch from here. Juggling ruled. Point 7. 7 serves to returning 1 post. Juice and Carballo, they take the possible game point. Rebote left side for Jedden. It's a 2-all. Carballo makes the catch. Point in game, post 1. 1 wins it, 3 serves to 5. This is a playoff for 2nd and 3rd place. Point in place to post 3. 5 shows. Unofficial order finish 1, 3, 5. Coming in first, post 1, Juice and Carballo. Taking second, post 3, Lamonte Douglas. Coming in third, post 5, CRB and Vuelo. And we'll have your prices up in just a minute. We'll go from prices to a quick review of the entries, and then from entries to a video, and then we can talk about holding.
Before we get into that, though, how about this team of Carballo and Juice? We talked about how that drink may have to get on the menu in the sports club, but if they make this comeback, they're making a strong case. The Carballo and Juice.
Oh, Carballo.
We're gonna have to create the Carballo and Juice. We'll have to ask them what ingredients they want to put in it.
I already know. Yeah, I already know it's going to be. I'm keeping it a secret.
Yeah. But yeah, that team 6 wins this week in their 12 games, in the money, 9 out of those 10 games. Just an unprecedented week. And I mean, they've really played themselves back into it. That's, the only thing you can do at this stage. 2 weeks left. A team had to make a charge if someone wanted to test second place, or, maybe even Tennessee and Bueno had a shot at first place. But Tennessee and Bueno have struggled, and give all the credit to Carballo and Juice. They just keep winning and winning and winning, and 6 wins for them now. Just 2 games outside of second place. I think it started the week at, yeah, we can actually figure it out. 5 games plus 2, so a 7-game lead to open it up. So, wow, cut it all the way to 2 with a lot more games to go.
Prices from game number 3. 135 was the result. The $2 Quinella 1-3, that's first and second in any order. 1-3 or 3-1, $14.40. Trifecta, first, second, and third place finish. 135. $5.93 even. Up next, Game 4. A spectacular 7 singles match. Played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Game 4 begins the pick 3. There is a scratch. Game 4, post 6. Scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Vuelo. Post time, 6 minutes away.
Imagine the perfect mixture of athletics, spectacle, and speed. Jai-Alai.
Let's design a Conan O'Brien or Conan superhero.
Sure.
Oven mitts. Maybe there's some steam coming off the mitts because I took a focaccia out of the oven. Oh, a Jai-Alai glove in the other one. That'd be great.
Have you ever played Jai-Alai?
Actually lacrosse, but it's Jai-Alai for white people.
I'm Johnny Nacho. This is Steve O. This is Jai-Alai.
Jai-Alai is like handball, only you fling the ball and catch the ball with this basket thing. It's more complicated than that. And dangerous. It's got the same fingerprint as baseball, only better. A special stadium called a fronton. And you can sit real close, which is a thrill because the ball goes 175 miles an hour.
I can serve this pelota almost 200 miles an hour.
Big whoop, that little squishy. Jesus, is this made of limestone?
It's a dangerous game, amigo.
That's called a cesta. It's made of reeds from the Pyrenees. The ball is called a pelota.
A lightning ball.
Oh, good God.
Okay, Stu. Now's our opportunity. Holding and juggling. I feel like this is This is a bi-weekly. Bi-weekly conversation here. But yes, let's get into it again because it is important, and we want to clarify it for everyone.
It is important because it's something that takes points away. It gives points to other teams, and so how this started was the obvious disagreement on the court between Vuelo and Ben. So anyway, holding. If you go back in Jai-Alai, in fact, if you go on YouTube and you look at any of the black and white Jai-Alai videos, some of that exists there, you'll see that Jai-Alai was always played from the beginning, we assume, several hundred years ago, into the 1950s, where the ball came into the cesta. The actual momentum of the ball coming into your cesta brought your arm back, and then you threw. There was no catch it, control it, bring it in, extend, and throw. That didn't exist. And that started changing. Late 60s, early 70s, and some play it, some made it look worse than others. In the 80s is when it really got sticky. Certain player managers and certain teachers would basically teach the elegant way, I think I heard it referred to, of how to hold the ball. So, and it's considered dirty Jai-Alai because you catch it and you can look. You can take a quick look and see where your opponent is. And now, of course, what we're talking about, what happens here at Magic City is different. So in our first year, had we not become liberal where holding was concerned, we would have blown the whistle almost every point.
Right.
We couldn't do it on underserves and overserves. The line's there. Touches the line, it's out, period. Or it's under or over. So you can't do it where that's concerned. And so we also, like where juggling was concerned, because by history there was no juggling rule.
Right.
You know,
and that's the thing you have to remember.
Yeah, exactly. And the idea was this: it was just holding, because if the ball did bounce, by definition, if the ball bounced in your cesta, you had to stop your motion to allow to catch the ball. So, but here we have juggling and we do have holding. So there's people who've talked about, well, how many steps can you take and how long can you hold it, and the fictitious 3-second rule, and I mean there's just so many iterations of it. So the interpretation that we use here, and the rule that we have here, is you have to keep the ball basket in constant motion. You can't stop your motion.
Sure.
So yes, you catch, you control, you extend, you throw. Vuelo pushes it on the right side, especially if he does any wall jumping. There's no question that there appears sometimes to be an extra motion in there, but it is in constant motion. Ben slows it down to make sure that he's got the catch.
Right.
Juggling is juggling. We've gotten a little bit more strict about that, in that if the judge sees the ball break the plane of the frame, so if he sees it bouncing on the inside of the cesta, not so much. If he sees it come out of the cesta, so if it breaks the plane of it, which is sometimes a tough call too, because if the ball is actually caught on the frame and rolls in, that's not juggling.
Right.
That's not juggling. So
sometimes you can see that.
So throughout the history of Highline, through what we do here, there is a lot of gray area here. I mean, there is. And obviously, if they see it, they call it. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Kind of equated to like traveling in the NBA. A lot of gray area with that as well.
And I just saw something flash here. It's supposed to be 2 steps. Not a chance. Sorry about that. Not supposed to be 2 steps. Not written anywhere. The backcourter Alberto at Miami, one of the best backcourt rebotes ever. When he would throw reverse, took 4 or 5 little mini steps before he'd throw the reverse every time. So no, there is no 2-step. There's no 3-step. There's no 3-second rule. It's a visual. Serving red shirt of post 1 is Diaz. Receiving blue shirt of post 2 is Asier. Diaz serves. We begin game 4. Point 1. White shirt at post 3. Cool Fitness receives. That's a good catch by Cool Fitness, pulling it from the side wall. Another good catch by Cool Fitness. Diaz from the left side, winding up. There's the 2-all. Lands wide. Point 3. Green shirt at post 4 receives. And no major issue, just need the shoe tied. Can't do that with the cesta on.
And just a quick change there. Cool's back and ready to go.
Over serve. Point 4. Black shirt at post 5 receives Lamonte. That lands in and scores. Point 4. This next matchup has Juice serving to the yellow shirt at post 6, Vuelo. Point 4. Pink shirt at post 7 receiving. Here's Legend. Robote forehand, up, up, and away. That hit the overhead screen, point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8 is CRB. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All points are now double. All matchups are double through the end of the game. First to return the second round is Assier. Forehand, Robote. What a scoop by Assier. He showed great control there. Assier on the forehand. Good effort by CRB. He got the ball to the front wall. He's up. Robote swung at it, and it landed in. Very nice. Here's Assier. Carambola is going to score, point 2. Here's post 1, Diaz.
Damn, that was confident.
Catch on the forehand of Assier. Hard throw. Diaz on the forehand at the 11 line. He gets it to pass from the right side. Robote by Assier. Diaz makes the catch, winds up. To the inside he goes. Robote diving save for Assier. Just fell short. Point 1. One on the board with 3 points. Here's post 3, Cool Fitness. Catch by Diaz. Beautiful, I mean beautiful 2-all scores. Well executed. Point 1. Possible game point for Diaz in the red shirt at post 1. Trying to stop him is Lamonte. Ball tipped, point 5. Play continues. Lamonte on the board with 2 points. Receiving, post 6. Vuelo. Powerful, powerful backhand by Vuelo. Robote saved by Lamonte. Here's Vuelo. Another hard backhand. Point 6. Vuelo has 2 points. He serves the returning 4 post, and the green shirt is Juice. Catch by Vuelo. Good catch by Juice. He got off the side wall to make that. Vuelo on the run. Juggling. Ball came in and out of the cesta. Point 4. Possible game point for Juice. Trying to stop him, Legend. Point in game. Green shirt up. Post 4 is Juice. 4 wins it. 1 places. 2, 5, and 6 play off for third place. 2 first serves. 2, 5. Once again, this is playoff for third place. 2, 5, and 6. Point 5. Possible show point for post 5, Lamonte. Trying to stop him. Post 6, Fuelo. Beautiful 2-all thrown by Lamonte is going to score. Point and show, post 5, Lamonte. Unofficial order finish, 4-1-5.
And results of Game 4 are now official. Post 4, Juice with the win. Post 1, Diaz takes second, and post 5, Lamonte comes in third. 4-1-5, the official order finish for game number 4. And those prices should be up on your screen momentarily. And there are your prices for game number 4. 4-1-5 is the finish. Again, $2 Quinella, 1-4, 38.20. That exacta, $2 exacta, 4-1, 48.20. And that try, a nice trifecta. 4-1-5, 708.60, 50-cent price there, 177.15. A nice win there as well for Juice there, 29.40 if you had post 4 Juice to win. Up next, folks, we've got game number 5. Game 5, second of 3 doubles games here in this second matinee of the day. Game 5 also the second number for our pick 3. As those entries come up on your screen right now, 1 scratch to announce for game number 5, post 1. Remember, El Barba scratch in this performance. Going to replace El Barba with number 23, Ikeda. Post 1, scratch El Barba. Replace him with number 23, Ikeda. Post time now for game number 5. It's going to be just about 6 minutes away.
Shout out to this week's fantasy winner, Tay. Tay scored a total of 118 points with the roster of singles players Tennessee, Osier, and Juice, and doubles team Douglas and Lamonte. The doubles pairing of Douglas and Lamonte proved they were worth the $9 price tag, turning out to be the biggest contributors to the team. They led the league roster in total scoring with 48 points for the week. Tay also nailed down the Week 7 Golden Cesta winner, Tennessee, who came in at a value of $8 and scored a career high of 46 fantasy points for the week. To put that in perspective, the only other player that came even close to Tennessee's singles output was the maximum $10 value player, Ikeda. And to round it out, the dollar menu gave Tay a whole new meaning to Happy Meal, collecting a combined 24 points from Juice and Osier. Osier's 16 points in particular outscored the likes of Ben and Legend, both $5 players, and Bueno, an $8 player. With this win, Team Tay now also has a chance for the overall prize at the end of the season. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so you can always come back or join for free at any time. Draft your team and watch your progress on the Jai-Alai Channel on YouTube. More details regarding the Fantasy League can be found on the Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel or at fantasyjai-alai.com.
And that could be your entry we're talking about next week. Yes, we highlight the weekly fantasy winner every week. Congratulations to Tay taking it last week. And to update you on some of the stuff for this week, just give you one little note here. The team of Carballo and Juice for doubles, the most points ever scored in a fantasy week since we started was 46 points. Ikeda and Tennessee last week got the highest point total ever. They have 37 fantasy points they got 2 more doubles games here, and then he's got 8 more doubles games on the week, so many more opportunities to eclipse the highest point total ever recorded in the history of Magic City Fantasy Jai-Alai, which, albeit a very infant program, it's a heck of an accomplishment for that team, and in addition to that, have played themselves back into the money in that doubles tournament, most importantly.
And someone brought up a name from the past about the 3-step rule. It's not a rule. That's the whole thing. It's a good guide. And when you bring up Epi, you talk about one of the absolute legends of this sport, Epifanio.
That's one I haven't heard
Yeah,
a lot
no,
about.
Epifanio was he played in the 30s, and he was the first teacher of the Miami Jai-Alai, first formal teacher of the Miami Jai-Alai school. Joey's teacher. Benjamin, we talked about wonky form every now and then. Benjamin, who played at Miami Jai-Alai a number of years, great player, but had non-traditional form, I guess is the best way to put it. As well as JJ, who had all the absolute talent in the world, turning pro in 1976. Epifanio was both a great teacher and a very, very kind man. A very kind man. I have a few memories of picking up balls from him. We had to pick up balls at his house, my father and I. My father was very involved in amateur Jai-Alai in the 1970s. And so I remember going to pick up balls for him for a tournament on a few different occasions. And Epifanio just being a very dignified, very kind man and a wonderful teacher, an absolute wonderful teacher. And the 3-step rule is, it's a judge isn't going to look at the feet and go 1, 2, 3, and blow the whistle. It's not the way it works. It's a good way of making sure you get rid of the ball quickly. But I mean, there are guys who played Jai-Alai in the 60s and 70s. I mean, who will look at like the holding. Someone said finish the Milford story. It is funny. So Miami Jai-Alai loan players before my time was in the 80s. I'm sorry, I was in Jai-Alai, but I wasn't working in Jai-Alai. And they loaned players for the summer, I believe it was, to Milford. So Billy, who was an American phenom, took the serve probably better than anyone else I've ever seen. And I'm comparing him to Inclon, and I'm comparing him to Joey, and I'm not talking about overall efficacy. I'm talking about the number of serves that he took, and not caring as Zaria, who may he rest in peace, a phenomenal backcourter, once said, Billy didn't care if God was playing in his backcourt. If he was going for the serve, he was absolutely going for it. But he held the crap out of the ball. And in doubles, in singles, he played as dirty as you could play. He'd catch the ball in the costado, and Billy has been was a friend for a number of years, but he'll tell you. He'd catch the ball in the costado, he'd lean back, he'd move you out of the way with his butt, and then throw it right up the side wall. Or if you went to the inside, if you cheated inside, he'd throw the 2-wall. So it was so they went to Milford, and they went to Milford with this style of play, which would have been enhanced by the former player manager at Miami Jai-Alai, Alfredo Garcia, who his players played a little on the dirty side. They held the ball quite a bit. And when they got to Milford, who had more traditional judges, they got up there in the first performance, they blew the whistle every time because they said that this is holding. Wow. This is holding. He's winding up. Ramon had this beautiful, who later played as Ray, this beautiful left side, powerful left side, threw as hard as anybody, but he took a big step, and that backswing was huge, and there was a step with the catch and a step with the backswing. And they went to Milford.
I was going to say, that performance day one, that must have been like...
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure.
That was like,
what is this?
Boop, under. It was like our season one.
They had to make an adjustment.
Yeah.
They absolutely had to make an adjustment. We're going into Game 5. Remember the scratch. Game 5, Post 1, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Game 5, Post 1, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. And some of the names that I see in here, a few people going to be participating in the U.S. National Jai-Alai Championship. Very good to see. So some of the folks that, I don't see too many of them then chatting here saying, oh, no, I could beat everyone on the Magic City roster. Everyone. I could beat them. I could absolutely beat all. Well, you're going to have a chance.
Yep. You get to prove it on the court.
It's absolutely
the best way to do it. Yep.
And those guys at Dania, sometimes, there's going to be a few of those guys from Dania here as well. It's going to be a very interesting weekend.
Good mix, guys from all over the country and varying ages, varying skill level, and it's going to be cool to see who comes out on top of that. And even those it's going to be.
You think Douglas is a flash in the pan? No problem. You're going to have an opportunity to come out here and probably throw it against him. We'll see what happens. Post time, less than a minute away.
I was going to say, this is a pretty long minute here, guys. We may be working with a frozen computer.
Yeah, every now and then the computer that controls the odds and when we begin the game freezes in time.
I was going to say, I felt like you started that story about Milford.
I know, because I wanted to get it in real quick. I was like, I shouldn't start talking about this with a minute to go, and it's like, I could have told the next iteration of that as well.
And we're going to make a call here to see whether we can begin Game 5, whether we should hold it for a second here. The old adage, technology will fail you when you need it most. Game 5 about to start, and here is technology giving us some trouble, so bear with us here for one moment. As Stu's making a call. And so set the stage here for this doubles game. And looking at those overall standings again while we have a second. So looks like Douglas and Lamonti, their magic number for first place is now, the 19 is their magic number to clinch first place in that doubles tournament. But that team of Carballo and Juice now is creeping up on second, now just 2 wins behind Tennessee and Bueno. So it looks like it's going to be a race for that second place slot. Pay $5,000 to that doubles team, $2,500 goes to each player. So it looks like between Tennessee and Bueno, Carballo and Juice, that's going to come down to the wire. So 20 for Tennessee and Bueno, 18 for Carballo and Juice. And if anyone threatens that team of Douglas and Lamonti close to the top spot there, we'll keep giving you the magic number, but we will update you if anyone gets close to them. As we see 0 on the clock now, I think we're ready to go. Stu's back in position for game number 5. And Stu back on the mic here. We're just double checking to make sure the system is all up and running before we hit the button to stop all the betting and we can get on with game number 5. Looks like they hung up, so I think that means we're ready to go. And
yes, let's give this a try. See if the tote equipment is up and running. There's the serve. We begin game 5. Catch by Carballo. Ben, backhand. Carballo sets. Rebote to the inside. Ball tipped. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our 5th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of post 3, Asier and Kubala. Good catch by Kubala. Karen by Kubala is out. Point 2. Here's post 4, green shirts, CRB and Vuelo. Ball tipped by Vuelo at the 12 line, point 2. Joe on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5, the black shirts, Bueno and Tennessee. Bueno takes the serve, throws the 2-wall. Carballo just basically pushed Juice out of the way to make that catch. Okay, 0.5. Point 6. Here's post 7, the pink shirts, Lamonte and Douglas. It's a powerful backhand by Douglas. It's a nice Rebote save. Lamonte makes the catch, sends it deep, keeps it away from the overhead screen, feeds the Rebote again. Rebote missed in the front court, 0.7. In this next matchup, Lamonte will serve to the purple shirts at post 8. Here to complete the first round of play are Diaz and Enderluck. Lamonte makes the catch. Carambola returns, scores. Well thrown, 0.7. The first round's complete. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return in the second round is Ikeda and Ben. Great catch by Douglas, way overhead. Rebote left side by Ikeda. Douglas moves up, makes the catch on the forehand. Back to the inside he goes. Ben with a good catch on the left side. Scoop attempt tipped. 0.1. Receiving, post 3, Asier and Kubala. Ikeda from the forehand. He goes deep. Point 1. Along with 4 points. Returning to the court, the 4 post, the green shirts. This matchup has Ikeda serving to CRB and Vuelo. Ikeda passes from the forehand. Rebote, it's a 2-all, picked off on the forehand of Ikeda. Hard throw by Ikeda, scooped! And a beautiful scoop by Vuelo. Good catch by Ikeda. Ikeda gives him another try. This scoop missed. 0.1. Possible game point, red shirts at post 1. Ikeda and Ben trying to stop them. Bueno and Tennessee. A high throw to the front wall. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side. by Ikeda. Low and inside's going to score for the win. Point and game. Red shirts up. Post 1. Ikeda and Ben. No playoff here. 2 places, 7 shows. Unofficial order finish 1, 2, 7. Results and prices are official. Coming in first, post 1, Ikeda and Ben. Taking second, post 2, Juice and Carballo. Coming in third, post 7, Lamonte and Douglas. The $2 Quinella 1-2. That's first and second in any order. So 1-2 or 2-1, $23.60. The trifecta 1-2-7, $180.80. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 6, a spectacular 7 singles match. Play to 7 points. Points will double after the first round of play. Game 6 closes out today's Pick 3. Post time for Game 6, 7 minutes away.
So win there goes to the field. That team of Ikeda and Ben, which is not one of those assigned doubles team, takes victory in game number 5. So magic number for Douglas and Lamonte to clinch that first doubles tournament, according to my calculations, all the way down to 18 games. 18 is their magic number, and they've got just about 20, 23, 24 games left to go in this doubles tournament. So going to take, at this point, very unlikely comeback for anyone to overtake them, as we stated before game number 5, but that spot for second place is still up for grabs. Said 24 Tennessee and Bueno, 18 for Carballo and Juice, and we got one more doubles game to close it out. Game number 7, that'll be coming up actually after game 6.
Look at some of these Pick 3 will pays. I mean,
again, these
wow.
are...
There's some big potential numbers out there.
And I think these are genuine reactions. I think, Stu's been here since the start, but for me last season, I don't think we ever got 4 digits.
2,689 if the 5 comes in. I mean, that's just beautiful. The 5 or the 7. That'd be very nice.
Yeah, because I think sometimes they give, when it's over the amount that's bet into the pool, because see that 2,500, and obviously 2,500 was not bet, so those are those $1 tickets, meaning that I think if someone were to get the 5 or the 7, that's
1,000 and
yeah,
change.
it's probably a $1.
But I'll tell you, for marketing purposes, we're going to say $2,000.
Oh, yeah.
And when they go to cash and they say, "Hey, where's my 2,000?" You say, this is the $1 price.
Yeah, right. They always put up the 2. Right.
Exactly. That's fair. Good point of clarification, though. Don't want to have false advertising.
Right.
And that's, it's just kind of, it's funny when people bet, when they graduate from like a Quinella to or Quinella. Yeah. For conversation purposes, I think I'll put Quinella when I'm announcing it. Yeah. We'll do Quinella. Okay. Yeah. So when people walk up with a Quinella bet and they graduate from that to a trifecta, and sometimes they don't realize that, if you don't bet the box, but wait, I thought it could come in any order.
No.
That was a little bit more expensive. Just a bit more. But in all seriousness, the one wager that I always recommended is if a facility like us offers the $1 Quinella box, pick 3 numbers, put $1 on each. $3 bet pays half of what the Quinella says. So that's a reasonable bet for someone who wants to graduate out of wins. And not all tracks offer $1 Quinella boxes,
right,
but
$1.
But no, $3 wager, return anywhere from, I guess, a low of $9 to, if it comes in, $9, anywhere up to $40, $50.
Yeah, and that pick 3 is becoming increasingly popular, was setting records by 10% each day towards the end of last week. So you see the numbers there reflect that in those payouts as well. And, sometimes it's not necessarily the amount that's bet into it. It may be a strange combination of don't want to say a strange combination, but maybe a not as, chalk of a performance as you would think. So that's sometimes why those prices get up there. But see across the board, what was that? The 5 and the 7? Oh, you got the 7. Yeah, you got the 5 and the 7, which two of the most difficult post positions to win from, and those are reflected, in those prices. They're the higher payouts in some of those.
I don't know why people have such a difficult time believing that I've never placed a bet on Highlight. It's
the
not
Pete
just
Rose of Highlight.
I did glance down at the chat, but no, it's anyone who's ever worked with me. I mean, all these buildings.
Yeah, it's either, I think the people are like, okay, he's in complete denial because there's no issue.
I haven't.
But seriously,
no. One of the funny things was, when I'm most closely associate, management experiences at Miami, Tampa, Fort Pierce, and Ocala, as a GM at times, never at Miami, of course, but primarily as an assistant general manager. And when you're manager on duty and someone's got a mutual complaint, you did not want me helping you with because I'm either just saying, look, the best I can do is refund the price of your ticket if the mutual clerk really screwed up, and only but no, it's all ticket sales are final and that's it. And people coming up with a ticket saying, I really asked for a 5, 6, 7, which of course they don't ask for, and she punched this, and therefore you owe me the $300 that I would have won. What?
Yeah, that's a
pick
tough
up any one of the
believe.
10,000 tickets on the floor and tell me the same thing. With all due respect, when a regular customer who bets the same numbers though regularly comes up with a teller mistake. But now that there's fewer tellers, and like we discussed before, my God, those tellers, wow, what a job they do.
Yeah, they must not have had that Magic City rebate program back in the day, or else you may want to start collecting those tickets on the ground.
Oh no, we've had to stop. We've had to stop people from picking up tickets from the floor because people throw outs. I mean, what are outs is a big deal. Outs are basically if you have these 20 tickets in your hands and you're throwing them away because whatever, you throw away winners.
Yeah.
And so there's a procedure for what happens to outs, and you have to have an outs book. And even it was one of the deals with players at times, with highlight players got a percentage of the outs money, the state got its percentage. So what you did with outs was big. So people understood a long time ago, if I pick up all these tickets from the floor and I put them into these self-automated machines and jam up the machine, so it's every now and then you got to put a lid on that. Now I've literally seen people with brooms. Literally seen people with
with their own dustpan. Yeah.
Say, that guy doesn't work here. What's he sweeping up for? He said, well, he's sweeping up tickets. It's like, oh my God, really?
Even more incentive with that.
We have to ban brooms in a fronton? Seriously? No. Of course, sit down, write out the memo. Time to play game 6. A spectacular 7. Singles match played at 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt of post 1, we have Jedden. Receiving in the blue of post 2, Bueno. There's the serve. We begin game 6. Nice forehand rebote by Jedden. Excellent effort by Jedden to make that rebote. Nice forehand rebote by Bueno. That's going to score point 2. White shirt to post 3. Carballo receives. That is a fantastic catch deep in the backcourt by Carballo. He went straight into the corner to take that on the left side. Very nice, point 3. Here's post 4, the green shirt. Ron receives. Catch by Carballo, he goes deep. Carballo on the forehand. Mid-court placement. Ron picks it up on the right side. There's a hard throw. Caught by Carballo. Robote to the inside. Scoop by Ron. Ron from the forehand. Carballo, Robote to the pad. Point 4. Here's the black shirt at post 5. Tennessee receives. There's a good catch by Tennessee. Nice backhand. Robote's up. Swing and a miss. Midcourt. Point 5. Tennessee will now serve to the yellow shirt of post 6. This is Anderluck receiving. Catch by Anderluck. Tennessee has it on the right side. It's kind of a carom. Picked off on the forehand of Anderluck. That's a Tejada. Ooh, that Tejada hits way too high on the front wall. Scoop by Anderluck. Hard throw to the inside. Tennessee with one hand makes the grab. Forehand Robote by Anderluck to the inside. Tennessee again for the Robote. Scoop on the forehand of Anderluck. Hard throw. This one scores point 6. Here's post 7, Ben. Excellent catch by Ben. Hard to the inside he goes. Here's Anderluck. Chula scores. Point 7. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8 is number 23, Ikeda. Low, hard backhand taken on the left side of Ikeda. He goes deep. Robote by Ben. He goes to the floor to make that play. He's back up on his feet. Karam nicely played. What hustle. Great foot speed. He got there. Just could not bring the catch in. Point 8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. First to return, post 1, Jedin. Beautiful backhand throw by Jedin. Ikeda, forehand Robote to the inside. Here's Jedin. Catch by Jedin at the 10 line. Ball tipped. Point 1. Here's post 2. Bueno receives. Bueno goes deep from the left side. Robote forehand is saved by Jedin. Bueno moves up. Bueno missed the catch. Point 1. Jedin has 4 points. Here's post 3, Carballo. It's a strong backhand throw by Carballo. Jedden hustles for the rebote. Carballo from the forehand. Hard throw. Rebote left side to the outside. Taken on the forehand of Carballo. There's a hard throw. Caught by Jedden. Jedden goes deep. Rebote comes to the 8 line. Point 3. Three on the board with 3 points. Here's post 4. The green shirt receives. Ron. Nice backhand throw by Ron's coming to a low rebote. Carballo goes to the floor. Scoop got past. Ron, point 3. Possible game point for Carballo. Trying to stop him. Tennessee. Powerful backhand to the inside by Tennessee. Carballo makes the rebote. Tennessee from the 10 line. High and hard to the front wall. Carballo's there. Tennessee, what a great second effort to keep this point going. That was beautiful. Nice hard backhand. Rebote for Tennessee. Oh, looked like he was trying to thread the needle on that one. Just get it in? No, just want to get it up to the front wall. Point and game, ladies and gentlemen, to the white shirt of post 3. Carballo. 3 wins it, 1 places. 6-7, 8-2, 4 and 5. Pair off and play off for 3rd place. 6 first serves to 7. What a serve by Anderluck and a good catch by Ben. Ball tipped by Anderluck, point 7. 8 serves to 2. Good catch by Bueno. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Ikeda. Catch by Bueno. Bueno goes deep. Rebote coming all the way out. Catch by Bueno. Not hard enough. Had to get it over his head. He puts it inside. Good effort by Bueno to try to make that scoop. Point 8. 4 serves to 5. The winner of this point meets 7 and 8 in the continuing playoff for 3rd place. Rebote by Ron. Point 4. Possible. 7 now serves to 8. Rebote for Ben. Ikeda with a hop makes the catch. Karam caught the pad, point 7. Now it's possible. Show point for Ben in post 7, trying to stop him. Post 4, Ron. Point and show, post 7, a 3rd place finish for Ben. Unofficial order of finish, 3-1-7. Results are official. Coming in first, post 3, Carballo. Taking second, post 1, Jedden. Coming in third, post 7, Ben. And Carballo's played, can't take anything away from him. He's played terrific today. Playing with a lot of control, staying away from the fancy stuff, which sometimes screws him up. And specifically on the right side, just taking it. I don't often call it out because we've tried not to get too technical with some of the terms, but it's called bote corrido. So it's taking it on the bounce, on the forehand,
quick bounce,
as it's coming up. Quick. Now, when you say that, the traditionalists will start yelling at you because quick bounce is the scoop, bote pronto. So now, so for bote corrido, you're not going to say running catch because that doesn't make a lot of sense. People aren't going to understand.
Rough translation.
The rough translation doesn't work, so it's easier to say quick bounce. But no, I remember last year. Wow, a couple chats. I said that. Because the way that I used to announce at Miami was bote corrido means quick bounce catch. And someone said, no, it doesn't. It's like, well, I know it doesn't literally mean that.
I always thought it was the quick bounce. So
that's how it, it's the easiest way to understand it because you're taking it on a quick bounce, not corrido running bounce. Moving on to the prices. Game 6 prices, $2 quinella, 1-3 or 3-1, first and second any order, $51.60. Trifecta, 3-1-7, $469.60. The pick 3, 413, 3 of 3 numbers returning 448.20. Well, we have 3 games left in today's performance. Games 7, 8, and 9. 2 of those 3 games have scratches in them. Game 7, a spectacular 7 doubles match. The third and final doubles game of this Friday afternoon. Played 2, 7 points, points double after the first round of play. El Barba is scratched in all his scheduled appearances today. That affects Game 7, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Game 7, Post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Post time for game number 7 is 6 minutes away.
Remind me of Hustle City, man. Everybody got more than one gig. One stop, boy, $20.
I'm not your neighborhood Uber driver. I do luxury. And then I have another job. I play highlight.
I have this crazy idea. Do you think we could send something out to all the ex-athletes for the last 20 years and say, we're looking to hire and train highlight players?
When I first got the email, I thought it was pranking me.
I need some clarity on this.
I went on YouTube and I Googled highlight.
I was like, Jai-Alai.
They paying us, man, and we can win big money.
Let me see what this is all about.
That's what you gotta do. Get some money.
The players taking the court are all athletes you may recognize.
Baseball, football, track and field.
Having to work, play Division I sport, and then I had a child on the way, so I dropped out.
The crack era was tough. Sports in general was a way out of our environment.
It's really game time now, man.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
We got the streets on fire.
This is gonna be the first time that my kids will be able to sit in the audience and root for their father.
Who wants it more?
This is a sacrifice I think is gonna pay off in the end.
This is a dream for me.
I gotta win.
Can't get drama better than this.
Highlight became the new hustle.
Let's get ready to play.
And that was a trailer for the award-winning documentary Magic City Hustle about the start of the highlight program here at Magic City a couple years ago. If you would like to watch that, MagicCityCasino.com under the highlight tab, there is a hyperlink that'll take you to the site, or you just type in MagicCityHustle.com directly into your browser. From there, you can purchase it for $5 and then enjoy it as many times as you like.
And we did have a question regarding the scratch of El Barba. Yes. Typically, if there is an injury on the court or there's illness, we obviously won't get into the specificity of an illness. An injury that affects someone's play, we believe you have every right to know. Yeah. Especially if you're betting on that. If someone's got a bad knee or a bad arm, they're feeling under the weather. If it's medical, we don't get into it just because there's really no reason to get into it, just not feeling well. And as far as El Barba's scratch for this evening, he asked to said that he wasn't feeling up to playing today. And we agreed that was okay. We expect him to be back tomorrow. And we will leave any conversation about what happened to what we discussed in the matinee. That's really it. We have a lot of room to work with players, especially if they're feeling frustrated. This is an extremely frustrating sport. I know that I see a name Roland repeatedly in there. I know that other people who play this understand that there are times that the ball doesn't do what you need it to do. There are times where your players that you're playing with don't do what you need them to do. There's times you're not doing there's times you've thrown the same, you've never overserved, and all of a sudden you underserve, and you're just like, what the hell just happened?
And then sometimes you're playing the game of your life, and a guy throws that perfect carom or two-all, and it just seats you, So
we have, this is a very frustrating. So if someone has experienced a tremendous degree of frustration, it's not like you just want to slab up. You don't just want to carpet bomb them with fines or a suspension or anything like that. But by the same token, there is a certain amount of acting out that's appropriate, and there's a certain amount of acting out that's not appropriate, and that does kind of ebb and flow. Sometimes we're really strict about things. Other times we do let certain things go. But in this case, just had a conversation after the performance and decided it would be better if he took the evening off or the afternoon off. That's really what it came down to. Expect him to be back. I'm tempted to say bright and bushy-tailed. I don't know that Barba ever does bright and bushy-tailed, but we expect him to be back in the matinee without a difficulty.
Yes.
We have less than a minute till the final doubles game of today's performance. Reminder to scratch, Game 7, Post 8. Scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda. Game 7, Post 8. Scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Ikeda.
I saw someone in the chat talking about they made the comment that they can bet every racetrack in the country, but they can't bet Highline. Is there a
some
reason?
States specifically, if I'm not mistaken, the way it works is that some states are silent on what can't be bet, so there's an assumption betting online that you can bet that product. Other states specifically have certain parimutuels listed as not being able to bet on them.
I don't want to get too deep into this. We only have a minute left, but is there a reason that Highline in some states is just state by state? They just have their own laws.
Politics.
Yeah.
Politics. I'm well aware of what's going on in this state with respect to specificity
right.
of law.
Yep.
and what affects Highline, what we can and can't do. But are the states? No, I definitely don't keep on top of that. We'd like people to be able to bet on this from wherever they want.
Everywhere, yeah.
Or at least watch it. Hey, if you can't bet it, we're glad that you're watching.
Or play fantasy.
Definitely, or play fantasy. Ready to begin Game 7. Spectacular 7 doubles match, third and final doubles match of this Friday performance. Serving, Jedden and Cool Fitness. Receiving, CRB and Abuelo. There's the serve. We begin Game 7. CRB, grab that serve. CRB from the left side. Nice backhand. Tipped in the backcourt. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our 7th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirts of Post 3. This matchup has CRB serving to Diaz and Anderluck. Catch on the forehand of Abuelo. Ball missed in the front court. Point 2. Green shirts of Post 4 receive. Here's Juice and Carballo. What a scoop by Abuelo. That was beautiful. Catch on the forehand of Carballo. Point 4. That'll bring to the court the black shirts of Post 5. This matchup has Juice serving to Lamonte and Douglas. Douglas on the backhand. Forehand rebote by Carballo. Catch by Douglas. Karam stopped on the forehand of Carballo. What a catch by Douglas. That ball came way off of the sidewall. That was beautiful. Douglas again from the left side. Hard, low, Chula scores. Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's good. 0.5. Lamonte is now serving to the yellow shirts at post 6, Bueno and Tennessee. Good catch by Douglas on the left side. A hard backhand. Bueno on the run. Try to tip it up to the front wall. That would have counted. Just has to make contact with the cesta. 0.5. In this matchup, Lamonte will serve to the pink shirts at post 7, Asier and Kubala. Catch on the forehand of Douglas at the 13 line. Big right side follows. There's the carom. Caught the pad, 0.5. Five with 3 points. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirts at post 8. Ikeda in the front court substituting for El Barba. In the back court is Ben. Ikeda picks the serve on the forehand. Outside placement, scores. Wow. Very pretty. 0.8. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now double. Post 1 returns. The red shirts, Cool Fitness and Jedden. A nice backhand by Cool Fitness. Rebote by Jedden. Beautifully played to the inside. Ben missed it the first time. Second time it hit the overhead screen. 0.1. One with 2 points. Receiving post 3. Diaz and Anderluck. Karam off the court. 0.1. One with 4 points. Jedden serves to post 2, CRB and Vuelo. Difficult rebote at the sidewall, turned by Jedden. That's a difficult catch by Vuelo. That ball was on the wall. Catch almost made midcourt, 0.2. 2 with 4 points. Here's post 4, Juice and Carballo. Point 4. 4 with 3 points. Here's post 6, the yellow shirts, Bueno and Tennessee. Balls in and out of the cesta, 0.4. Possible game point, green shirts of post 4, Juice and Carballo trying to stop them. Asier and Kubala. That's a hard throw by Asier, and it scores. Well played by Osier. Point 7. Play is going to continue. Returning with 3 points, post 5, Lamonte and Douglas. Excellent catch by Kubala. That ball was on the wall. Good catch by Kubala again. Douglas makes a difficult save. That ball came right back on the wall. Oh, 2 players going for the same ball. Oh, point 5. Possible game point, black shirts at post 5. Lamonte and Douglas trying to stop them. Ikeda and Ben. Robote got hooked low, point 8. 8 with 3 points, serving to the returning 3 posts, Diaz and Anderluck. There's a nice backhand for Ikeda. Point 8. Possible game point for post 8. Ikeda and Ben trying to stop them post 1. Cool Fitness and Jedden. Point 1. Possible game point for the 1 post. Jedden serves. Robote left side by Jedden. Catch by CRB. He got in there nicely. Cool Fitness from the 12 line. Vuelo moves up, catches the ball in the air. That ball is too low. Point and game, red shirts. So post 1, Jedden and Cool Fitness.
What do you mean I'm third?
1 wins it. 4, 5, and 8 will play off for second and third place. 4 first serves. 2-5. Douglas makes the catch. Powerful, powerful backhand by Douglas. Carballo blasts the Robote to score. Point and place to post 4. 8 serves to 5. Playoff for third place.
Oh, bro. Yeah, that's your job.
Ben from the 11 line pulls the ball from the side wall. Douglas on the forehand. It's a beautiful throw. That's a good catch by Ikeda. Oof. It's a good way to get killed. Wow. Okay. Point and a third place finish to the 8 team. Ikeda and Ben. Unofficial order finish 1-4-8.
Say, yeah, that little exchange there with Ikeda and Ben. Ikeda is the team clown. I mean, like, you had the class clown back in school. He's just a fun-loving guy, has a great time, always a smile on his face. So look, when you see an exchange like that, Ikeda and Ben, they don't play doubles together. He was just kind of giving him a little crap there, I think, for taking his ball.
He had a big smile on his face when he was walking off the court.
Right.
He said, boy, let the ball go, and then, like, why didn't you let it go? But no, he wasn't serious at all about that.
But they're talking about the temper stuff, and I think Ikeda is a perfect example of a guy that, he expresses himself sometimes and he gets a little loud, but everything he does, he keeps it to himself, and he's verbal to himself. Nothing's ever going to leave his hand, nothing's ever going to be taken off of his head, not going to throw anything. So the way to express yourself, and you see that, look, you make a joke, you can be frustrated at yourself, cracks a smile, goes back to the bench. That's the way you like to do it.
Most player managers in Jai-Alai by history would like mute players who are unable to speak, who catch the ball in the air, throw hard, don't get sick.
Yeah, it's funny because
it doesn't require a lot. Let me read the prices. Game 7 prices, 148's the result. The high five, 14131. 3 of 5 numbers returning $21. $2 quinella, 1-4 or 4-1. That's first and second in any order, 29-20. Trifecta, 148, 948 even. Tri-box, 237 even. 2 games left. Games 8 and 9. Game 8 has a scratch. Game 8, post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Anderluck. Game 8, post 8, scratch El Barba, replace El Barba with Anderluck. Post time for Game 8, 7 minutes away.
But yeah, what I was going to say, talking about Ikeda's personality, is it's funny. You look at the two contrasting styles that came in late last season. You have Ron, who very quiet, not going to say a word, comes out. We're just going to talk about off court. Very quiet, and then you got Ikeda, who is loud, very boisterous, and kind of likes the attention. And look, he's one of the guys on the team. They love him, always cracking jokes, and he has a fun little relationship with everyone. So when you see Ikeda reacting that way, and maybe yelling at Ben, look, it's
Ikeda's
never.
No, Ikeda's really never going to say.
Right.
No, Ikeda's not going to say anything.
Consummate professional,
or roll his eyes where that's concerned. But sometimes he doesn't know everybody has to understand boundaries as far as joking around is concerned.
Yeah,
and it's like. It's easy to tell players who remain nameless, but when so-and-so's just thrown their helmet and is blah, 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 blah in the back, hopefully you can't see it through the glass, but again, everyth's transparent here. It's transparent glass. We try to be transparent as possible. You're not going to walk up to that person and say, hey, nice catch. You're obviously not going to do that. But every now and then, he kind of pushes it a little bit.
He teeters the line of... as you say, you don't want to be talking crap to the opposing guys. That was one of the things. Look, you can joke around, but there's not like in other sports where you really see that relationships between guys on the roster. They may have certain opinions about these guys, but you never see that type of talk. There's a word for it, but it's not really appropriate on air. But we'll say talking crap to these other players. Not really a thing you see here, but a little different from emotion. You like to see that emotion out of it.
So, our future games, meaning the best players playing against the best players. Games 8 and 9. Game 8, a 7-point game. Game 9, a 9-point game. And we're going to be back on Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. Then we finish out the playing week on Sunday at 12 p.m. So, after this performance, 2 more performances this weekend. And we'd like to encourage you to enjoy us. Well, yeah, we hope you always enjoy us, but we'd like to encourage you to join us whenever you can. We only play, this year we played, 6 months this year?
Yeah, I think 7.
June, July, August, September, October. No, 6 months. So we're playing 6 months. Yeah. So, July through November before. So we're playing through the end of November. Take advantage of it while you can.
And we hope to get fans in here at some point in this season. And
I think if I did the whole Kreskin routine,
Yes.
you wouldn't know the Kreskin. You don't know who Kreskin is, right? The amazing. Okay.
No.
So if I held an envelope against my head, closed my eyes, and guessed what was in it, then opened the envelope and read it, that would mean nothing to you. It's okay. So if I were a betting man, which I'm not, as we've established, despite my career choice, I would say that sometime after the National Open, so the end of July, things are going to be moved around in here, and depending upon, of course, this, it's fluid. The fact that we were able to open in the first place was, not a miracle, but
that was the word I was thinking. But fortune?
It was extremely fortunate. I mean, the way that the world's operating right now, it has to be kept safe. You've got to keep everything safe for your players. You got to keep things safe for your public, and you can push certain things and get back to we've got to get back to normal. And there is a new normal. People have got to be kept healthy. You can't have your players wiped out, and you can't have your customers wiped out either. So
and it's very separate, as you say, from the rest of the building here. So these guys, they come in and there's almost negative contact with anyone else from the outside world, and temperature protocol taken. So doing everything we can to ensure that everything is as safe as possible every day.
No question about it. We're going to continue to do that. But of course, we'd like to see customers in here, and
I was going to say it adds a little bit to the performance. You get some cheers, you get some oohs and some ahs, and
if you live 3,000 miles away, as I've heard a few people write, so airfare is coming down. Come on down, spend the weekend.
It was
Hotels
a couple
will be cheap
months
when it's
ago.
time.
You could have booked those flights down
towards
here
November or something like that. If it's safe and and you can stay healthy doing it, we welcome everyone.
Yeah, we had those. That's Saturday night drinking game for the high. That was always a popular one. We had that wristband to pertain to the color of each post. So if the red post won and you had a red wristband, you get beer and wine for $1 through the start of the next game. So there's a lot of good stuff we do in-house. We had some games as well. So hopefully we'll get back to that at some point in this season, as that takes us to 0 minutes for Game 8.
We begin Game 8, a spectacular 7 singles match, played to 7 points. Points double after the first round of play. Serving in the red shirt at post 1 is Bueno. Receiving in the blue at post 2, Ikeda. Bueno serves. We begin Game 8. Point 2. 2 first up on the board in our 8th game. That'll bring to the court the white shirt at post 3, Carballo. Point 2. Green shirt at post 4, Kubala receives. Carom by Ikeda. Kubala overran it but reached overhead to make the catch. His forehand return will score point 4. Black shirt at post 5, Douglas receives. A powerful, powerful backhand by Douglas. Rebote escaped from the forehand of Kubala. Point 5. In this next matchup, Douglas will serve to the yellow shirt of post 6, Ron. Douglas on the rebote, caught in the air by Ron. What a catch by Douglas. Wow, he did that again. An even better catch by Douglas. Powerful, powerful backhand. Ron on the run.
Wow.
And a 2-all rebote scores. What a well-played point by Ron and Douglas. Point 6. Ben's calling for timeout. Here's post 7, Ben. Strong backhand throw by Ben. Ron, rebote to the inside. Ben's there. He makes the rebote. Catch by Ron. Point 6. Here now to complete the first round and receive, wearing the purple shirt of post 8, Anderluck. Point 6. Ron has 3 points. Here's post 1. Bueno. That completes the first round of play, and all matchups are now worth 2 points. Ron goes to the floor to make the rebote save. Bueno tipped the ball at the 9 line. Point 6. Possible game point here for Ron. Trying to stop him. The white shirt of post 3, Carballo. Ball tipped by Ron. Point 3. Play continues. Carballo serves to Ikeda. Point 3. Here's post 4, Kubala. Catch by Carballo. Kubala's got the rebote. It's a 2-all. Scoop by Carballo. Carambola by Carballo scores point 3. Possible game point here for Carballo. Trying to stop him. Post 5. Douglas. What a catch by Douglas again. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming as a line drive. Catch by Douglas. Dropped it on the backswing. Point and game. White shirt of post 3, Carballo. No playoff here. 6 places, 2 shows. Unofficial order of finish. 3-6-2. Results are official from Game 8. Coming in first, post 3, Carballo. Taking second, post 6, Ron. Coming in third, post 2, Ikeda. The 3-6-2 is the official result from game number 8. There are your prices from Game 8. The $2 Quinella, 3-6. A 3-6 or 6-3. disappeared before I could announce it. Three six or 6-3, $60.20. Trifecta 362, $224.40. And an $18 win's not bad either. $2 on the 3 to win returns $18. Up next is our 9th and final game. A spectacular 9 singles match. Played to 7 points, played to 9 points rather. Points double after the first round of play. Post time for Game 9, just 7 minutes away.
And before we get into that Superfecta 9-point singles match, we got that video that will explain the subtle differences of this format compared to what you've seen in these other games. Take a look.
Spectacular 9 singles games are played with 8 players. Each player wears a different color jersey numbered 1 through 8 on the front. These numbers are traditionally referred to as post numbers. Post numbers are used to signify the order in which the athletes will play in a game. These numbers are also used for betting purposes. Don't be confused by the numbers on the back of our jerseys. Those are just for fun. Each game begins when the player in the post 1 red jersey serves to the player in the post 2 blue jersey. The served ball must land between the 4 and 7 lines marked on the court's side wall. If the ball lands between those lines, the serve is good and play continues until one of those 2 players wins that matchup. The player who loses the matchup exits the court and waits for his next turn at the end of the rotation. It's important to note that every game has 2 rounds. The first 7 matchups in a game make up round 1. Each matchup in round 1 is worth 1 point. Round 2 refers to all matchups that take place after the 7th and final matchup of round 1. The number of matchups in round 2 varies from game to game. And in round 2, each matchup is worth 2 points. The first player to earn 9 points wins the game.
And so, got a stat coming out of that video for you, the Spectacular 9, which again will be the format for this 9th and final game. How about Carballo on the week? In his doubles games, he's got 6 wins with Juice. In singles, he has 4 wins. He's got 10 wins on the week, and he's played in just about 4 of the 6 sessions. So yeah, almost 2/3 of the way through this week. He has 10 wins. Next closest guy on the roster is Douglas with 5. So Carballo doubling the next closest guy in terms of win output this week. And we were just talking about it off air. One of the streakiest players on the roster, not necessarily meant to be a bad term, but just saying when he gets hot, he gets really hot and can stay hot for a while.
No, that's the way that you have to describe it. He's clearly one of the best players on the roster. But, traditional highlight, what makes some of the best players on the roster? Consistency. Need to be consistent. You really, really need to be consistent. Now, if he's able to continue to play like this, I'm not even talking about finishing games. I'm talking about how he's actually playing on the court. That's something that some of the players get frustrated with me as I go into their game with them. I'm totally not preoccupied with how many games they've won.
Yeah.
I don't know their records. I don't quote. I go point by point.
Well,
with
that's
them.
clear. Yeah,
exactly.
That ain't the stats, right?
Yeah. No, it's really one of those things. And they go, yeah, but I'm not winning. But I'm not winning. No. How are you playing? How are you playing? Are you making rebotes? Are you getting your serve in? Are you catching the ball in the air? Finishing a game, something else. We could talk about that. There's a few other steps that go into that mentally that you have to follow. Right. But realistically, if you have the basics covered, for the most part, you'll do fine. Now, I don't know what's gotten into Douglas, but these catches.
I haven't even
today. He pulled one from the side wall.
Oh yeah, that was
like how you.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it other than when you see them scoop, and the scoop looks exciting. Well, he scooped this ball from the side wall. It was coming out like a deep carambola, and he just put his cesta perpendicular and caught it. That was a few points ago. And then the ones against Ron, where he was on the fly.
Awesome when they play
catching the ball behind you is, we discussed this last week, that, the proper way of catching, or learn how to catch or try to catch, is pretend like a raw egg is coming at you. And you line up, whether you're catching it on the left side or the right, you start with the cesta in front of you.
Right.
You follow it, you follow it, you follow it, and of course you're going to catch it on your side. And you cradle it, you give, make sure you don't break the raw egg. Catching the ball behind you is actually a bad habit, and it decreases the likelihood that you're actually going to make a successful catch. Sometimes it's necessary, but it is difficult. And those two balls that he caught on the fly were both behind him. I mean, they were great catches.
Made it look exponentially easier than that was. I mean, he just flies up the wall and just picks it off like it's nothing, and that really takes
and it
a
speaks,
lot.
It speaks to his ability to control the ball. I mean, that's what it speaks to. It's just his ability to focus on the ball, court positioning, getting there. And he's been a little off today. I mean, he'll tell you that he's been a little off today. Not even in terms of how he finishes games, just feeling a little off. Nothing specific, just a little off.
Yeah, and we've seen when Douglas has a day like this where he may be struggling a little bit, he has always come back the next day and just dominated the competition. And he already had 3 wins in singles play alone coming into this week, so just struggled. I mean, it's weird for him. Usually if he struggles, it's more on those Thursdays, so a midweek struggle is a little uncharacteristic, but a guy that will definitely get it back and may even get it back here. Could take a perfect game out of that post-8. We'll see.
We are ready to begin game number 9, a spectacular 9 superfecta match. This game is played at 9. That's 9 points. Points double after the first round of play.
I mean, I wanted it earlier, but the ball's
Serving in the red shirt of post 1 is Kubala. Receiving in the blue of post 2 is Carballo. There's the serve. We begin. Catch on the forehand of Carballo. Goes outside. Placement lands in to score. Point 2. Here's the white shirt of post 3, Jedden. Forehand rebote by Carballo, catch by Jedden. Jedden goes inside, caught by Carballo. At point 2. Green shirt at post 4 receives. Here's Ikeda. That's an excellent catch by Ikeda in the corner on the forehand. Here's Carballo. Outside placement. Scores. Point 2. Joe on the board with 3 points. Here's post 5 in the black shirt. Ron receives. That's an excellent catch by Ron off a beautiful serve by Carballo. Oh, no. Dejada rebote from the 4-line too far away. Nope. We talked about this. Stay away from the fancy stuff. You do really well. Point 5. Here's post 6 in the yellow shirt, Bueno. Powerful backhand by Bueno. Ron blasts that to the inside. Bueno got it. What a catch by Bueno. Point 6. 6 serves to post 7, receiving Anderluck. Catch by Bueno at the 11 line. Anderluck makes the catch. He goes deep. Robote coming out to the side wall. Robote missed by Bueno, 0.7. Here now to complete the first round and receive the purple shirt of post 8, number 13, Douglas. What a catch off an excellent serve by Anderluck. Anderluck from the forehand. Dejada. Ooh, a little too high. Here's Douglas. Back to the inside. Great catch by Anderluck. Good catch by Douglas. Douglas faked the carom, put it inside. It scored. Well played by Anderluck and Douglas. 0.8. Here's post 1, Kubala. That completes the first round of play. All matchups are now worth 2 points. Point 1. Kubala now serves in this matchup to the white shirt at post 3, Jedden. Powerful backhand by Jedden. Point 3. Receiving post 4, the green shirt, Ikeda. Powerful backhand by Jedden. Forehand Robote by Ikeda. Robote is up and out. Point 4. Ikeda now serves to post 2 in the blue shirt. We have Carballo returning. Point 4. Ikeda has 4 points, serving to post 5. Ron. Powerful backhand. Ikeda on the run. Robin? You all right? Okay. Boy, they used to be friends, too. Okay.
Social distancing ban.
Ron serves to the yellow shirt at post 6, Bueno. Good serve by Ron's going to score, 0.5. 5 on the board with 5 points. Here's post 7, Anderluck. Outside placement, going to score for Anderluck. That was a beautiful throw. Ron was there, but didn't get it. 0.7. 7 serves, 2. 8. Douglas receives. What a low, hard serve. Douglas picked it up on the left side. Catch by Douglas. Powerful, powerful backhand rebote coming up. Forehand rebote to the outside. Douglas is on it. Anderluck makes the catch. What a point. Again, Douglas and Anderluck. 0.7. Anderluck with 5 points. Here's post 1. Kubala. Wow. Kyle, you all right? Okay. Possible game point for Anderluck in post 7. Trying to stop him, post 3, Jedden. Great catch by Jedden. Forehand rebote by Anderluck. Jedden, nice rebote. Anderluck catches it on the forehand. Hard throw to the inside. Rebote by Jedden. Great catch by Jedden. What a scoop by Anderluck. Scoop tipped. What a point. Point and a well-earned game for the pink shirt of post 7, Anderluck. 5 places, 4 shows, 2 takes the quad. Wow.
What a way to he clocked back in.
Like,
everyone
what
counted
a way
him
to
out.
finish. Wow. Yes. No, he hasn't been feeling good. He just, again, like with Douglas, it's nothing specific. He just wasn't feeling up to it. He said it earlier, so it's okay, you play, you get through the performance, do the best you can, but wow. I mean, wow.
That was maybe the best couple of points there. And I don't know. He must have seen the chat. He must have like 40-20 vision to be able to see it. But wow. Unbelievable way to end it. And
that was spectacular.
Nothing else to say. That's great. That's highlight. That is highlight.
Yep, that's what we say. That's highlight. Seven 5-4-2, the official order finish for Game 9. There are your prices. 10 cent super, 7542, 259.20. $2 quinella, 5.7. That's 5.7 or 7.5, $58. The trifecta, 7.54, 420. 85. Consolations in the exacta. Exacta, 7 all, 17.40. Exacta all 5, $9. When you see all up there, it means that no one had. The wager picked exact, so 7 with all numbers and the exacta returning 17.40. Exacta all 5, $9. Wow, what a way to finish.
So you love to go out on a high note like that, and people are excited.
I prefer to have a good note from beginning to end is what I prefer. I mean, yeah, I don't want a painful first game and a spectacular last game. I'd like spectacular at some point. But no, there's no question about it. That was, yeah, that was good. That was definitely good.
So say that tri-pool is not a record. I see that they're saying check the tri-pool for a record. There was I know there was $7.75 that was paid out for 50 cents. I don't know if that's saying in terms of total bet or what's paid out there, but there have been, I mean, $420.85 for a 50-cent price. That's not too shabby there.
So, an interesting day overall. Lots of good play. Some fantastic finishes. Anderlecht serving the ball 1,000 miles an hour. Ron back. Carballo playing almost perfectly.
Yeah, it seems that all those guys in the features game are starting to hit their stride a little bit, and as Paulie would always say, it's a pretty salty bunch when they can all play up to 100%. So when you're starting to get a little glimpse of that.
No, there's no question about it. In fact, we have the exit screen up. There's a practice going on right now. That is Bueno, Ikeda, Ron, and Douglas in the backcourt. Now, this is a teaser. But so the people who are on the court right now, we may have a partido. However, a lot of stuff's going to happen after the tournament.
Yes.
A lot of stuff's going to happen after the tournament. Some folks talked about partido. So partido basically being 2-on-2, non-wagering event, but probably on a Sunday as a special 10th game with non-wagering.
Yes.
Playing to either 11, 15, or 21 points. The players really want to do it. We'd like them to do it. Put the best with the best in doubles. It'll be good to see, because some of these practices that happen after the performances regularly are just absolutely spectacular. We want to have a chance to see it. And you will have a chance to see it.
Yes,
I promise
definitely.
you that. You will definitely have a chance to see it. So, for now, that's going to do it for... Oh, Ben's making noise. I love when he does that. Ben, please. I'll give you $1 if you go away. 2? Yep,
5.
as soon as I started talking again. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this Friday afternoon performance of Live Jai-Alai in the Magic City on YouTube's Jai-Alai Channel. We're glad that you chose to join us this afternoon and invite you to join us again tomorrow when we'll play 9 more action-packed games at 4 p.m. We sure hope that you enjoyed today's Jai-Alai action at Magic City. Please like and subscribe to the Jai-Alai channel and let us know your thoughts and any questions you may have in the live chat while we're playing. On behalf of the players, staff, and management of Magic City Jai-Alai, we thank you for joining us today and hope you'll join us again at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So goodbye till we can see you back here at Magic City Jai-Alai.